Back to another video. In this video, we are going to be continuing our episodes of making a raycaster, which in the first episode, raycaster. Second episode, BSP. This episode, bugs fix, and the walls are going to be a little bit different, which I already tried making this episode, but real quick, I will just remove that because we're not there yet. So, first thing we'll be doing is there is a glitch, which I tried to hide as much as possible in the last episode, but there was a moment where you can literally see it, and I was like trying to turn away from it, and it would just stay right in my view, and here is that little glitch. And I was like trying to move away from it, that didn't work. I didn't feel like moving forward to it because I felt like that would just make it worse, but when really that's actually helping it a little bit. If I turn my camera down right there, you can see that there's stuff appearing randomly. Now why is this? Well, let's just take a hint. Look at where that it looks like it's making a step, as in the first step, and that looks like it's making a second step. Well, guess what's right there and right there on the map? The first and second step. This is one of the reasons why it can't overlap, is because it's going out, and whenever it's drawing on the screen, that's whenever it's checking for other things. So that's pretty much the problem. And how to fix it is very simple. You take out a go-to block, and you go to OX for X and OY for Y. After drawing one of the lines, you go back to this. But on the last line that you're going to be able to draw, which for me is step 1, you don't have to do it because at that point it doesn't really matter. And the glitch has been perished. You can look down and if I like go down, I think around right here it should be touching that thing. I was completely off. Go down and right there. Nope. Off again. A little bit higher. Okay, that's definitely touching it. Okay, you get it. I was running through it. I'm completely raging now. Well, now that we have that sorted out, I will put my quality back down to a nice 1. Because it's going to get really laggy and you better get used to it. Now, also, the reason why I deleted 2 things at the beginning of this video was because those were overlaps that I made on purpose. Now I will remake them and they'll be better and more overlappy. So if we turn over here, we can see stuff is definitely overlapped. And we go up these steps. Yes, that's pretty obviously overlapped. So now that we got all that covered, let's make it where the walls and have a different color from the ceiling of something and the bottom of something. Why? Because it makes it easier to move around without getting confused. Let's start with doing that with level. So what we gotta do to check that is we go in and it's coming out, and if it goes back 4 and then that and it's immediately out, it's definitely touching the wall. But if it's it's like in the middle, it'll go out for it. If it's still touching it, that means it's in the middle. And we can't actually see on the other side of things no matter how high we are. So that's not going to really matter. So let's make it if else real quick. If touching level, set pen color to blue. Else, set pen color to, I'll go with red. Let's pop that in. And for now, it's just gonna all be blue, so we have to actually do the checking. Oh, by the way, whenever I said move in 4, that's because my ray is a 4x4 thing. So, yeah. But that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, just make it go in and out. So I will be using 4, but you can use whatever your size is. Like maybe you had a 2 because you have a high quality computer. Maybe you used a 10 because you're still using that Windows XP. Heck, maybe you're using Windows 1. And that doesn't even have internet, so I wouldn't know how you'd be doing that. Anyway, copy this little thing right here, specifically that part, and take that out of step 2. Take the pen color, throw it out, replace it with that thing. I'll be doing that again. Oh. Okay, why is everything red? Okay, this is confusing. Oh, that's because it's still checking if it's touching level and not the respective thing. So only overlapping things would actually work. And sometimes it's not supposed to be painted that way. So those things you copied, make sure they're to the respective touching thing. Okay, it's all been fixed. Now our walls are red and our tops are blue. Now I'm thinking that kind of looks painful to my eyes. I'm not trying to make it to where it's that high contrast. I'm just trying to make a little difference. So I'm gonna change these to nice cyan. Cause it's kind of close to it's kind of close to blue. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. So I will be doing something. Save and click the green flag, and for me it's cyan now. You might have chose a different color. I don't really care. You didn't have to do that. I don't really care. So now we got that stuff. Now, some of y'all might be wondering, probably not because I have literally no fan base, how do I add more steps and more levels? Well, for that you would have to actually understand how this works. And once you understand how this works, you can get to however high you want. But for now, we're not quite there. And I will actually show you how far I actually am in my process. Here's my BSP engine. But of course, we have to put this into turbo warp, and we have to put it at very, very low quality for a fact. I actually used this, quality 8, warning, crash. This is where I am in my progress. This is currently the 3rd story that I'm standing on top of. And if I go down, I'm standing on the 2nd story. I can go down to the 4th step, 3rd step right there. I can go down to the 1st story. Also, I do have an artificial floor, which is basically just always acting as if it's touching something under it. So it always draws a line down there. I hate my collision. I should probably get Griff Patch's math for collision. And yeah, this is what I got. I got a ceiling. I got a floor. I got steps to go up to a new story. I wonder what kind of house I would design with this. Ouch, I can't even move. I can't move, help. And advertising moment, by that I mean advertising my own games and not advertising something like a sponsorship, because I can't exist in a universe where I have sponsorships. That just wouldn't work, because I'm 11. And by sponsor, I mean this is my new game. And it's line. It's called Z8-3D3. As in, there was a 1 and a 2, which there was. The first one was basically kind of just you look around and that was it. And you shoot 2D images of zombies. It was not good. Second one, a awfully mathematical raycaster. Every wall looked like it was churning. And I can actually show you that one because it's not laggy. Actually, I'll show you both of them. Why not? Right here. This is Z8-3D, the first one. And I never planned on making a second one, let alone a third one. It has awful sounds because that was recorded with my voice and roboticized. As we can see, this is all it does, and for some reason it's slower than my grandma's computer. Hop on to the second one. And it doesn't take any turbo warp. I mean, it's good to play with turbo warp, but it doesn't take any turbo warp. As we can see, it's a lot more 3D-ish. Start. And also, can Doom sue me? Can Doom sue me for using their music? Which this isn't their music, but as you can see, it's an awful raycaster. I'm jumping. If I turn around, you can see that's a wall that I'm walking up to. And all the zombies are just pillars, and the math for the pillars is just wrong. The math for the FPS, wrong. Everything, wrong. Now here's the third one. It has the same title screen as the second row. That's my brother's, alright? That ain't me. Start, ready up, chat, ready up. Now, Doom, don't sue me, please. As we can see, it is literally kind of like Doom. That's why I love you, Doom. Do not sue me. You click the shoe. You can't look up and down, kind of like Doom. But you can't jump unlike Doom. I can't believe it, right? hurt in the making of this, I think. As we can see, it's definitely a lot better than... Definitely a lot better than the first and second ones of this game. If I die, then cool things happen. As we can see, our health bar goes, my health bar goes down, and eventually it will be at 0, which it'll take a while. Jimmy, no! Oh, wait, I expected it. Jimmy, no! Ah, I died. Well, yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, pretty cool. Also, Scratch, don't sue me for showing your sound thingy. Anyway, that's it for today.